What's good, guys? Dean-Bryson here, back with another video. So in today's video I want to talk a little bit about my decision to come off of social media. Obviously this is a pretty popular topic. There's a lot of videos out there that are about detoxing or quitting social media, and yeah, I just wanted to give my my personal experience and why I've decided to come off social media. Now, obviously, this is YouTube, this is a social media platform, and I'm putting content out still on YouTube, so it's not like I'm quitting all social media. But I am being a lot more consciously aware of my use of social media, specifically using Facebook and Instagram. Now, you will still find my profiles there. I haven't deleted any of my profiles, I've just simply uninstalled the apps on my phone. I'm only checking Facebook through my laptop, which is very rarely, and I'm focusing on my business. I'm focusing on the website that I'm building. I'm focusing on providing and producing content. I'm focusing on just generally living my life, enjoying being in the moment, being outside, being in nature. Socializing, talking to friends, reading books. And the reason why I wanted to come off social media is because in the last 5 years, I have been pretty much posting daily, if not every couple of days, on Facebook, on Instagram, and more recently on YouTube. And it's over the last kind of couple of years, it's really started to to go in a different direction to the direction that I feel that I want to go in with my life. As I've become more consciously aware of how I actually feel when I'm posting on social media, it just makes me feel like I'm not being very authentic, and I'm thinking a lot about putting content out there that is supposed to get lots of likes, get loads of comments and loads of attention. And that isn't really the reason why I started using social media in the first place. The reason that I started using social media is to gain clients. I'm a life coach, and more recently a personal trainer as well. So the content that I'm providing for people is related to fitness, to self-help, to personal development, and these sorts of things. And yeah, when I first started, it was all about educating people. And as time has gone on, I've become a lot more interested in the vanity metrics, simply because I wasn't making the kind of income, getting the having the impact that I wanted to have on social media. And so I've decided to take a step away from it a little bit, and to work on myself, work on my happiness, and my functionality really as a human being, because I think that's the most important thing when it comes to someone hiring you as a life coach, is that it's really about you. It's about how you're living your life, and how much people trust you. And I just feel like with my personality, it is very kind of up and down, and I am quite emotional and quite sensitive. And I think that because I'm very active on social media, people can get one version of me one day, and then a completely different version of me another day, and that doesn't really make people trust me very much, which is quite annoying. It's quite difficult because I really care about helping people. I really care about making an impact. But I think sometimes it's about stepping away. It's about not caring so much about what other people think of you, um, and that's when I might start to see more results in my business, gaining more clients. But yeah, I guess the reason I wanted to put this video out is for any of you guys out there that are feeling inadequate in any way, that are feeling insecure, because the time that I've kind of spent on social media, especially on Facebook, but also on Instagram, is that whenever I go on there, I just feel myself comparing myself to other people, and how the famous quote goes, "Comparison is the thief of all joy," and I believe that to be completely true. The amount of time that we spend consuming media that makes us feel insecure and inadequate, whether it is looking at, you know, people on fitness models on Instagram that have got like the perfect set of abs and perfect physique, and obviously a lot of it is brushed up and is edited. They've got amazing lighting that puts their physique in the best possible way. And even for myself, someone who trains pretty much every day, who would consider myself to have a pretty good physique, even I find myself comparing myself to these other people, these fitness Instagrammers online. So yeah, I think it's definitely something to be consciously aware of, to think more about in terms of your usage. I know that every single person is on social media pretty much. It's the most socially accepted drug to be addicted to. But that doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be the same. It doesn't mean that you have to constantly be on Instagram or on Facebook, because we're constantly getting sold to. We're getting sold that we're not enough, you know, that we don't have enough money, or that our body isn't good enough, or, you know, all of these messages of not being enough just makes us focus and concentrate on what we lack, rather than focusing on what is good about ourselves, what makes us unique, and what we can provide for the world, what we can contribute. And when it comes to confidence, I think the most important thing is that you are self-aware and you know yourself well. So the more amount of time you spend on social media, consuming media that makes you look outside of yourself for validation, for approval, for a sense of worthiness, then, you know, your confidence is going to go down, and you're going to become dependent on that thing. You're going to be dependent on the likes, on the comments, on that little boost that you get of serotonin and dopamine when you get those things. But it's very short-lived, and I think that's really important thing to notice and be aware of, because when you start actually detaching from social media, as I have done, at first it feels kind of strange, because you're used to just going on the apps, on checking things, and having that freedom to do that. And obviously, like now, I go on the app, and then I know that I'm not logged in on it, and I don't want to go back into it, so I don't. But, you know, that can cause a little bit of frustration. So it's actually building my willpower, and building my discipline, and allowing me to feel more in control, more in charge of my own life, which is gonna, I feel, help me to focus on parts of my business that I've probably been neglecting for a long time, and using social media as like a little bit of an escape from the realities of my life. So if that sounds anything like you, if you think that you're using social media to escape your mundane, boring life, then I highly recommend that you kind of at least go off the apps, or you limit your usage. Spend a little bit more of time doing the things that bring you joy, that bring you love, and I can guarantee you will start to feel better about yourself. You'll start to feel more confident, and you'll start to feel more focused as well, and feel like you can go after a little bit the life that you want. So yeah, that's my take on social media. I don't plan on going in reinstalling the apps. You might see me posting on Instagram sometime, but other than that, you know, I'm pretty much sticking to YouTube. And yeah, that's it from me, guys. Hope you're all having a great day out there, and I'll speak to you all soon.